going on, guys? HK Titan here with a brand new video for you guys. But first things first, as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today's video, we're going to be jumping back into our Bloons Tower Defense 6 walkthrough / playthrough / guide. And for today's guide, we're going to be jumping onto Skate Half Cash mode. So Skate Half Cash mode was a request from one of you guys because it seems like some people have been struggling with skates quite a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and jump in here, and I will show you guys a super easy guide for beating it. Of course, I will have my monkey knowledge turned off, and I will be using Quincy as my hero. Now, it is very important that you use Quincy for your hero. Now, I usually give you guys a little bit of leeway when it comes to the hero and all that fun stuff. But unfortunately, because the way things work out, Quincy is definitely a necessity for this, especially since he is an amazing hero to use in early game. Alright, so as the beginning, because we are using no monkey knowledge, we will lose a couple of lives. It's just gonna happen. I believe we're gonna drop down to 83 lives. Now it does vary a little bit depending on placement of towers. And then of course it varies a little bit on the placement of Quincy as well. Of course, level 4 is going to be a massive hit to our lives because unfortunately one dart monkey just isn't enough to take care of all of the blue balloons. So once all those blue balloons leave, we can go ahead and place down a second dart monkey right here. And now we're going to be set and good to go. Unfortunately, that big rush of blue balloons took us way below where we wanted to be. But again, guys, it's not that big a deal because the strategy that we're going with is going to be super easy to set up. I'm going to go ahead and set the life cap. If we do drop below 50, then I'm going to go ahead and... you guys will never see this video, but for the most part, I'm fairly certain that we still have it in the bag. We're not gonna. If everything goes according to plan, we will not lose another life for the rest of this guide. Alright, now that we have 3 dart monkeys, the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be saving up to buy our Quincy. Now, of course, there is no other way that we could avoid taking so many hits to our lives. Maybe, just maybe, if we switch this dart monkey over to strong and then left this one on first, then we may have dodged a couple of lives there. But of course, the main time that we lost the lives is of course on round 4 because we took that massive hit of the blue balloons. Right, guys, like I was saying, the next thing that we're going to be buying is we're going to be buying our Quincy. While we're saving up the money for Quincy, right now I want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. It has been absolutely amazing. We crushed my goal for 2020 by, right now we're sitting at, what, 3,685 or something like that. And my goal for 2020 as of the beginning of the month was to get 3,500 subscribers. So thank you guys so very much. The support again has been absolutely amazing. That being said, if you guys have not subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe as well. I do upload quite a bit of Bloons Tower Defense 6 content. Also, if you guys find this video helpful or enjoyable at any given point in time, please feel free to drop a like as well. Alright, there we go. Now we have our Quincy down. Now guys, I have tried many different things here. I tried going with monkey subs. I tried going with a ninja with alchemist strat. I tried going with the ninja Moab Mauler strat. I tried to do a couple of different things, and guys, unfortunately there was just a little bit too much balloons for those strats to work. But what ended up working finally is we're going to be going with the monkey buccaneer strat. Now, one thing that I want you guys to pay attention to is once you get your Quincy up to level 3, he is going to get the ability to do the storm arrow. Now the storm arrow ability is going to come in extremely clutch because there's going to be a couple of rushes of balloons that are just a little bit too much for our towers to deal with. But as long as you guys have let me go ahead and make sure I get this placement right. As long as you have Quincy storm arrow ability off of cooldown, you guys will be setting perfectly fine. Some of the big rushes that you guys are going to want to take note of are going to be, I believe, around 27. And then this round right here, we're going to go ahead and pop Quincy's Storm Arrow ability right now to go ahead and take care of these pink balloons because our Monkey Buccaneer is not buffed yet. So the first upgrade path that we're going to go with on the Monkey Buccaneer is going to be Grape Shots. So as soon as we can afford to buy Grape Shots, we're going to go ahead and buy it. We will not be selling our Dart Monkeys just yet. Eventually we will sell them, but we need that little bit of added popping power in these early rounds. Like I said, I normally end up selling my dart monkeys relatively early, but the triple dart monkey here actually does save us a couple of lives. Now, if you guys really wanted to sell them, it wouldn't be a massively big deal, but just know that you guys may end up losing a couple of lives. One thing to make this guide a little bit more reliable, it doesn't matter if you're level 20 or if you are level 155. If you guys turn on your monkey knowledge, this guide will be so much easier to use. Reason why I have mine off is because I want people who are lower levels to be able to use these strats and not struggle with dealing with some of, or I want people who are lower levels to be able to use this strategies with no issues. Or be able to use my strategies with no issues. There we go. Eventually I knew we would get it out. Alright, so what we are going to do is we are going to wait until the yellow balloons and make it right here. And then we're going to go ahead and activate Quincy's Storm Arrow ability. On top of that, we're also going to buy hot shots for our Monkey Buccaneer. And if you guys time this correctly, you will be able to finish off all of these balloons and we are good to go. Perfect. Now that we have hot shots, we don't need to worry about the lead balloons. The only thing that we're actually going to need to worry about are camo balloons, which hence why the Storm Arrow ability is going to come in clutch. So you do not need to activate the Storm Arrow ability for every group of camo balloons that come out, but there is going to be a rush of yellow with, I think it's red, it might be green, but we're going to activate our Quincy Storm Arrow ability for that as well. Alright, perfect. Let's go ahead, slow things down just a touch. Let's activate Quincy Storm Arrow ability again, because as you guys can see, we're struggling a little bit there. Hopefully that balloon is going to pop. Awesome. And the reason why we started to struggle there is because I forgot to buy a double shot on the Monkey Buccaneer, because I thought I already bought it. Alright, now the next thing that we're going to be saving up for is we're going to be saving up for Destroyers. So this is going to be the only popping power that we have until we can afford the Destroyer. Now this is the round where we're going to want to pay attention to these yellow balloons. Alright, so one balloon slipped through. Let's go ahead and activate Quincy's ability and finish those off. Unfortunately, we had one red balloon slip through because I didn't have my cooldown off of cooldown, because I did not buy the double shots in the previous round. Now you guys have a little bit of an example of why timing your abilities is extremely important. Alright, but now we have his ability off of cooldown. We're going to go ahead and pay attention to this round here. Let's go ahead and activate Quincy Storm Arrow ability again on round 35, because that was a massive rush of balloons there, and we definitely would have had one or two slip through. So let's go ahead and speed things back up. The Monkey Buccaneer does extremely well in dealing with the black balloons. Now let's go ahead and pay attention to these pink balloons. Luckily, alright, perfect. So I think Quincy got another level there. Yeah, so Quincy's level 7 now, so he's going to be doing or putting out a little bit more damage now, which is actually perfect. Alright, so Quincy also got the exploding arrows, which is really going to help out with the camo balloons. So we are setting extremely good there. Next thing that we want to do is still saving up for the Destroyer. We should be able to afford him here in just a second. Alright, perfect. The Monkey Buccaneer is holding out exactly the way we want him to. Let's go ahead and pay attention here. I think we're going to activate Quincy Storm Arrow ability again right here, because we're going to have this rush of camo whites, as well as we need to make sure that we're able to finish off those balloons up top. And now we are going to be able to afford the Destroyer during this round. Alright, perfect. There is our Destroyer. Now we are setting Primo and good to go. Man, I kind of lost track of what I was going to say there, but oh well. Now that we have the Monkey Buccaneer, we are still not in the clear, because we do have the Moab balloon that will be coming here in coming next round. So what we're going to do is we are going to throw a spike factory way back here in the back, because there are going to be a couple of balloons that end up coming out of the Moab balloon itself, and hopefully we can rely on this spike factory to go ahead and finish the balloons that come out of the Moab balloon. Alright, and perfect. That's exactly what we want to happen. Now's the next thing that we're going to be going for. We're not going to touch the spike factory again for a couple of rounds. We're going to be going for a monkey sub. So with this monkey sub, we're going to go ahead and upgrade it to advanced intel. Then we're going to buy twin guns. Following the twin guns, we're going to go ahead and upgrade it to airburst starts as well. And I'm fairly certain you guys might have an idea of where we're going with this, because as you guys may or may not notice, or actually, nope, we're not going to upgrade to airburst start just yet, because we need to buy submerge and support. That's right. We need to buy Submerge and Support because Quincy starts to struggle a little bit with the Camo Balloons. But as long as we have the Submerge and Support, we're going to be good to go. Alright, now that we're starting to get towards these higher tiered rounds, we're going to take a look at our Dart Monkeys. We have 300, 450. So we need $450 right now. So we need $2,250 in our bank before we sell our Dart Monkeys in order to buy the plutonium reactor. Alright, so let me see here. 2,255 here in just 1 second. And then we're going to go ahead and go through and sell all of our darts like this. Buy plutonium reactor. Now we are good to hook. Awesome. So next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and upgrade our plutonium or our monkey sub up to airburst darts. That way we can go ahead and get a little bit more damage coming from our monkey sub, because as you guys know, with the monkey sub itself, if you upgrade to the bottom path, it will end up helping you guys out in the long run. There we go. Awesome, because now the radar is going to spin faster and do more damage. Alright, so now the next thing that we're going to be going for is we need to go for something that has a lot of ceramic popping power, because I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but the only balloons that this strategy is kind of struggling with is, of course, the not camo, but ceramic balloons. Alright, so let's just go ahead and take a look here. Alright, so unfortunately we can't fit a monkey village in there, because that would be the primo spot to fit the monkey village, but unfortunately we just don't have enough space. Alright, let's just go ahead and slow things down just a touch and activate Quincy's ability here, because the balloons are making it a little bit further than we would like. And now let's just go ahead and buy the bomb shooter. Now what we're going to do with the bomb shooter is we're going to place it right here where I would ideally be able to place the monkey village, because we would be able to buff the monkey buccaneer at the same time. But unfortunately, due to placement and placement reasons, it just doesn't work out the way we would like it to. And now we should almost be able to afford the recursive cluster. So as soon as we can afford to buy the recursive cluster, we're going to go ahead and upgrade to that. Following that, we're going to buy the bigger bombs, and then we're going to buy the heavy bombs as well. All right, awesome. We should be able to afford the heavy bombs here in just 1 second. And then following the heavy bombs, we are going to be buying our monkey village, because we're going to wait until we buy the boomerang monkey first before we buy the monkey village, because we want a little bit more ceramic damage for round 63. And then once we get the more glaives, or the 402 boomerang monkey, that's when we're going to go for the monkey village, because the monkey village will end up buffing the recursive cluster as well as buffing the boomerang monkey as well. Alright, and Quincy should be almost level 10. Quincy will definitely be level 10 before round 63. So we'll have that little bit of a, oh no, the balloons are slipping through, so we need to go ahead and pop Quincy's Aerostorm ability. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Now we just need to save up another $3,240. Unfortunately, they are a little bit on the expensive side, but now that we do have the boomerang monkey with glaive ricochet, we are setting in an extremely good place. So it shouldn't take us too long to save up to buy the more glaives. Of course, on top of that, the plutonium reactor is doing an amazing job at 1, revealing the camos, and 2, dealing with a bunch of the solo balloons that are coming out of the Moabs, as well as when we get those big rushes of ceramic balloons as well. Alright, perfect. We should be able to afford the more glaives here in just 1 second. And as you guys can see, we are doing a great job at dealing with the ceramic balloons now that we have the glaive ricochet. And once we get the more glaives, we're going to do even more damage to them. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade to red hot ranks to give our boomer a little bit more popping power. And now we're going to go ahead and start saving up for the monkey village. Alright, perfect. So, unfortunately, this is half cash mode, so it takes so long to upgrade your towers. Luckily, the boomerang monkey as well as the monkey buccaneer are amazing towers to use in half cash mode. Alright, so now with this, ideally, we can buff the monkey sub, Quincy, and the boomerang monkey all at the same time once we upgrade to the bigger radius. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and activate Quincy's Storm Arrow ability here to go ahead and pop that BFB a little bit faster than it was popping. And now, a moment of truth. Are we getting buffed on all of these towers? We are. Perfect. So we got the ideal placement there. Now, next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and upgrade to jungle drums because it will increase the attack speed of all of our towers, thus buffing them, making them a little bit more powerful and a little bit more useful. So we should be able to afford our jungle drums here in just 1 second. As soon as we can, then we're going to go ahead and buy the jungle drums. We will not be buying the center pathway monkey village. Now, this is a choice that I've made because we have the plutonium reactor. I feel like it's just a massive waste of your economy to go ahead and invest into the center pathway monkey village because the center pathway monkey village is actually super expensive. So to go ahead and save ourselves a little bit of money, we're going to go ahead and rely on the monkey sub itself to deal with all of these balloons. Alright, now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and come back here to the spike factory, and we're going to go ahead and get a little bit more, or get a couple more upgrades on the spike factory in the very, very back. Because, I mean, if we placed it and we don't want to sell it, we might as well get a little bit of use from it, and we're going to go ahead and upgrade it all the way to a 320. Now, it's not a massive amount of popping power, but it will definitely make a difference if any balloons end up slipping through. Now, if everything goes the way that it's been going when I've been doing my testing, then we will not have any balloons slip through. But again, it's just in case any balloons do slip through, because I would hate for you guys to spend like 20 minutes on this guide just to have a group of ceramic balloons bust through our frontline defense here, and then just watch them as they slowly creep through and bust through the 000 spike factory. Alright, and we should be able to afford our spike balls. Probably, I'm guessing maybe around 67. I know because it's half cash mode, we're not making a lot of money here. So that's one of the reasons why we need to be really smart with our investments as well. So when it comes to half cash mode and being smart with investments, you guys need to look at what you guys are going to get, or how much popping power you guys are going to get for the investment. That's exactly why the Monkey Buccaneer was such a good tower to go for, because for the price of a Ninja Monkey, a Moab Mauler, an Alchemist, and then a Monkey Sub, we were able to deal with round 40, as well as save up the money to buy a plutonium reactor, and then enough money to save up to buy the recursive cluster, which is absolutely insane. So the fact that we took advantage of buying the cheaper towers that work best in the position that they're given, that's why we're able to beat this half cash mode with no monkey knowledge. Now guys, I do want to say a little bit of foreshadowing. When do we start getting into some of the higher rounds? I will definitely need to start turning on monkey knowledge, because there's gonna be no possible way that some of the maps that we're going to be dealing with, there's no possible way to beat them with no monkey knowledge on. Mainly it's going to be the one-track maps where we don't have multiple times to hit the balloons, and it's also going to be the maps where we only where we have multiple lanes. So those are going to be the biggest ones that we're going to have to start using our monkey knowledge on, because like maps like Muddy Puddles or Bloody Puddles, where you have 4 lanes, like that's going to be a challenge in its own. And then on top of that, you're going to have maps like I think Dark Castle might be doable because it goes down into 1 lane, but again, we can only hit the balloons once, so we might need to come up with a little bit, or we might need to use our monkey knowledge on that one. I know Infernal, there was a strategy rolling around where you didn't need to have monkey knowledge on that one, but I don't know about half cash mode. So, of course, as we progress and stuff like that, I will definitely try my best to do certain maps with no monkey knowledge turned on. But unfortunately, guys, the way that things work out, there's definitely going to be a bunch of maps where we're going to have to turn our monkey knowledge on. So, it's mainly going to consist of the maps where we have 1 lane in and we cannot hit the balloons multiple times. But anyways, guys, we are currently saving up to buy the Moab glue. As you guys can see, we just upgraded our spike factory to spike balls with even faster production. So now we have this little bit of a security blanket in the very back. So let's go ahead and give our towers a little bit of added time to pop the Moab balloons, as well as pop the balloons themselves by grabbing a Moab glue as well as bigger globs. Then we're going to buy even bigger globs once we buy Moab glue. And one thing that we're going to do with this glue gunner here, we're going to go ahead and switch it over to targeting only strong. That way, when we start dealing with multiple Moab balloons, the strong balloons will get targeted first. Alright, and I think we should be able to afford the Moab glue once we get done with this round, because we're extremely close. Alright, there's our Moab glue. Awesome. Now we're going to save up for glue splatter. Unfortunately, the upgrade costs for the glue gunner are a little bit pricey. As you guys can tell, the Moab glue, or the glue gunner itself, we've spent more money on this glue gunner right now than we spent on the Monkey Buccaneer. Alright, and I think we've spent just as much money on this as we spent on more glaives and the recursive cluster. Alright, so we are almost able to afford the glue splatter, and then once we buy the glue splatter, we're pretty much good to go. I'll end up buying a monkey sub to help give us a little bit of Moab damage for round 80. But like I said, guys, for the most part, this is pretty much it. We have the spike factory in the very back. We have the bomb shooter. We have the monkey village that's buffing our towers, and then we also have the plutonium reactor that I think might have a majority. Oh nope, the bomb shooter has the majority of the pops, but it's being really close, or it's being quickly followed up on by the boomer itself. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna go ahead and buy ourselves a monkey sub as well, upgrading it all the way to well as far as we can get it before round 80. So let's just go ahead and help our monkey sub out just a touch. We're going to throw a dart monkey up top here because we do have the advanced intel. Now we're going to go ahead and upgrade it to triple guns. We should be able to afford triple guns at least before round 80, because round 79 is going to be a big money making guide or round for us. But anyways, guys, we are almost done here. We have a little bit, or we just have to deal with round 79, and then round 80 is going to be the end. We are going to end up using Quincy's, or both of Quincy's abilities on round 80, just to make easy work of the ZOMG, but it shouldn't be too big a deal for us to deal with. And then on top of that, it looks like the only balloons that the Spike Factory popped are the balloons that it popped on round 40. Alright, and it looks like we're going to be just a little bit short at buying the armor-piercing darts, but again, guys, it's not that big a deal. We can just come over here to the budget ninja, aka the dart monkey, and we're going to go ahead and upgrade him a little bit to increase his range. And then as soon as the ZOMG gets within range of our Quincy, we're going to go ahead and pop Quincy's ability right here. Alright, perfect. There we go. I hit it just a little bit too soon, but you guys get the gif. If you guys wanted to, you guys could invest in upgrading your Quincy to level 15 ability, because it does become a little bit stronger here, and it does reduce its cooldown as well. So let's go ahead and activate Quincy's Storm Arrow ability right there, and we're good to go. And that is officially Skate's half cash mode with no monkey knowledge. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found this guide helpful. If you did, again, please feel free to drop a like. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to subscribe as well. I do upload quite a bit of BTD content. But anyways, guys, you already know what time it is. I hope you guys have the most amazing day of your lives, and I'll see you guys in the next one.